What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to We Teach AI Designs, and in this video we're going to get you started as a beginner all the way to an advanced user of Midjourney. Let's get right into it. I'm not making YouTube videos. I am a photographer, so some of the AI art that I create is images that I would love to see, that I can only imagine. So I want to kind of take you through a journey of some of the AI art that I've created. You know, something like this. This seems like something straight out of a magazine, you know, but how many people that would be scrolling through like their Instagram newsfeed could tell, hey, this is actually not even a real person. Your influences is going to really affect the type of designs and images you create. So feel encouraged, feel inspired, feel empowered to create whatever your heart has on its sleeve to create. Okay, so after you've created an account on midjourney.com, you're going to be presented with 4 different payment options. I like to go with the monthly plan just in case I need to go ahead cancel it at any given time. It's up to you in terms of what you want to do. The basic plan starts at $10. There's the middle plan, $30. I currently have the $60 plan. Plan that works best for me. I can create images as often or as many as I want, or at least what works for me. So this is how I use it. These are the subscription plans, and the last one, just to showcase it, is the $120 plan. So you know, whatever works for you. If you want to just try it out, maybe the $10 plan is best for you. But if you're a little bit more of an advanced user, I would definitely suggest the $60 plan as well. Okay, so let's talk about workflow. Anytime I'm creating anything in Midjourney, I always have 2 tabs open. I have the Midjourney website, which allows me to go through the home page, be able to explore the community feed, take a look at what other people are designing. I can rank, I can manage my subscriptions, help FAQ, the whole litany of stuff just on the Midjourney website. However, this isn't how you actually design your images. You open up Discord. You create a Discord account using the same email address that you use for creating a Midjourney account and choosing your subscription. I always have 2 tabs open. And after you log into Discord, you click open your Discord browser. I always operate in the browser because I like to go from this tab to that tab. This is my workflow. That's how I like to do things. So if you go to the side here in Discord, then you can see the different channels that you may be subscribed to. You can see your friends here. There's really not a way that I have found to kind of hide these things, so you may have very little to nothing over here, but I've been on Discord for close to a year now, so I've accumulated quite amount of things. So the first things first is you have the Midjourney bot here, and this is very good because this is where you can everyone that's using Midjourney is going to be here. You can go here for announcements, you can go here for community updates, you can go here into the newcomers rooms from 10, 40, meaning if you've created less than 10 images or 40 images, all the way to the advanced users. And you could get an idea of what other people are designing. You get a chance to see their prompts, which means you can kind of use their prompts and be like, okay, bam, I want to use it in my creative way. And you can go here to really get inspired. So it's very important that you kind of just go here, skim it, or at least just know how to navigate it, so that way you can go through the different channels from image jams to show and tell to showcases, to be able to get inspired, see what other people are creating, so that way you could design things for yourself. So while using the Midjourney server is a great tool and great resource, especially when you're starting out, when you're creating images, sometimes your images can kind of get lost into the shuffle of everyone else designing. Never fear, if you're ever in a Discord server and you're using the Midjourney, section, you can always find your images inside Discord, or you can also go to your home page. This is why we have 2 tabs up. You can always go to your home page and you can find your images, and it'll always be the last right here at the top. Your images will always be at the top. But just to fast forward, just to kind of avoid all of that, after you've kind of gone through here and you've kind of familiarized yourself with some of the dope content they're creating in the Midjourney official site, we want you to go all the way to the top left hand corner, and right there it says direct messages. We want to go ahead and click it, and we want to find Midjourney bot. What this allows is it allows you to just see your images, the things that you have just created yourself, so that way you don't have to feel kind of overwhelmed or inundated with the different things that is in different servers, because there's multiple different servers. As you see, I'm in this server, I'm in this server, I'm in this server. So if I want to just go to my own, I would go all the way to the left in Discord, direct messages, click messenger bot, and anything I create here will stay here, and for me be easily able to navigate. So use the direct messenger bot once you've kind of skimmed over all the other servers and how they do things. Okay, so let's talk about settings. Midjourney has come a long way. It started out at Midjourney 1, 2, 3, 4. I got introduced in 4. Nige mode version 5, and it's already at the latest model as of this video is 5.2. So we want to make sure that we're in the settings to be able to change the mode to 5.2, so we can make sure that we're using the latest version. Now, how do we do that? We want to click the / settings. You can just start and type in settings. It should automatically populate. Want to go ahead and click it. You're going to press return or enter, and you're going to see your settings pile up, pretty much come up. You got the raw mode, stylized low, style med. I would say copy these settings. These are pretty much standard settings. We don't have to really get into any advanced level things, but this right here will allow you to be able to go ahead and get started in regards to some good basic settings to start crafting your images. Okay, so let's get right into making your first image. First thing we want to do is go down to the messages here. You want to select it, / want to make sure that your imagine prompt comes up. That's what we're going to design with. So let's go ahead and make our first prompt. Let's say we want to create a zebra in a business suit. I'm gonna click enter. It's going to take probably less than maybe just a few seconds, few minutes, depending on the plan that you have to go ahead and generate. So as it's generating, I'm going to also talk a little bit about different ways you can also create prompts as well. What I like to do is, okay, it looks like it created already, so let's go ahead and select the 4. See, that was like 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds. So we created a zebra in a business suit. I really like the first one and the fourth one, but I think for clarity purpose, that second one is dope too. So let's go ahead and upscale. Let's talk about the upscales and variations. So with the upscale, what that allows is for Midjourney to take that particular image, seclude it by itself, so that way you can then download this image to your computer. I clicked right click and I click save to downloads, so that way you can then use that image, upload it to Instagram, Facebook, or create any type of thing that you want to create. Let's say you even want to just create a printout. Now variation V1 makes it that, hey, you know what, I really like this image, but I want to kind of create a variation of it. I want to create a variant of it, or a zebra in a business suit. Let's say we want to add purple business suit. Or if we wanted to change it into a lion, into a business suit, it would do that as well, because we may like kind of just the style that, you know, this showcases. Every time you create anything in Midjourney and with the Imagine tool, it's going to come up with 4 variations. You can pick 1, 2, 3, 4, which style you like best, so that way you can then create that. So I created my variation, and you see how fast it is. Faster go, right? That's what that $60 plan is hitting it. Midjourney bought a zebra in a purple business suit. So bam, we got the purple business suit. I think I really like that top right one. So we go with the top right one and we go ahead and upscale it, so that way it could be secluded by itself, and then we could go ahead and download and upload it to wherever we want it at. There's a bunch of different features. We could do a variance and make it really look completely different, subtly different, vary just a region. If I wanted to just adjust his tie, vary just his tie, we can just do that. We can upscale it to twice its quality. It'll make it a bigger size. Upscale 4 times its quality. And the reason why you want to upscale 2 times or 4 times is for things like print. If you wanted to print it out and hang it on your wall or anything like that, you want to make sure that you have the highest quality image possible. So zoom out. Let's go ahead and do the zoom out tool. We're going to do zoom out 2 times, 1.5 times, or a custom zoom. We're going to do zoom out as well. We're going to see kind of what that does. A lot of times with the Midjourney images, it's almost kind of like a medium shot. In photography, we'll call this like a medium shot. So when you do the zoom out tool, especially with landscapes or really big art pieces, you want to kind of see more than just just that image. You want to kind of just see like a background almost. So what Midjourney does is it allows us to be able to see what, like, basically make up the other elements beyond just the image that we see here. So we're at 93%. We should be at 100%, and we'll see what Midjourney kind of comes up with. It seems like he's kind of got him crossing his hands a little bit. I like that. Just basically just typical business stances. I don't know what's going on with that hand. With the hands, it's kind of weird. I like this here. So let's try to upscale that one here. Upscale 1. As a matter of fact, we're going to click vary region as well. And we're going to drag and select the area to be changed. So if you wanted a particular area to be changed, you can. And this is how you would do it. Let's say I want to just change this area. Let's say with a red tie. Got an extra T in there. Bam. I'm going to click enter. We're going to see how that goes. Also too, what you can also use is 2 other methods, and I'm going to show you in the next video of how to do that. And as you see, we wanted to just change the tie using the variance tool, the vary region tool, and something that was just a purple tie, we're able to change it to a red tie. And it hasn't even finished kind of processing, but already you could kind of see how dope Midjourney is in terms of just secluding just one area. And this is something that you can do with almost any image. Sometimes the hands are, it's pretty common for the hands to be really bad, so we could always adjust the hands as well with the variance tool. So, but as you could kind of see already, I'm gonna just go ahead and zoom in before it actually renders. You could change the tie red. This one is more like a pink type tie, and this right here is kind of still the same dark purple, light purple. So you can definitely have a lot of different variations and make super dope things. All right, dope. So let's talk about how to actually get some inspiration and finding the right prompts for you. Back on the Midjourney website, we're right here in the home page. What I like to always do is just kind of start with the explore page whenever I want to kind of go through the website just to get some inspiration. This is everyone that is using Midjourney. You get a chance to see what they're creating, the different art styles, the different prompts that they're using, so that way you can always make sure that you have a place. I went to Okay, so let's talk about where to get inspiration for your prompts. What I always like to do is I like to start on a Midjourney website. Currently we're in the home page. You want to go ahead and click explore. And there you see the community feed. This is everyone that is using Midjourney. You get a chance to see so many dope things, different art styles, different ideas, different concepts. And what's so cool about this particular method in terms of just going through to get inspiration is you can see the prompts that people are creating right here. If I wanted to, I could go ahead, take a click, take a look, see what prompts they're using here. I can either select and press copy, or I could select the copy right here, the prompts right here. I can scroll down, kind of see what other inspiration, other basically pieces of images that they're creating as well. So this is where I like to always start in regards to getting concepts of and ideas. This is a community driven thing, and just because you're, let's say, using this image of Jackson Pollock style dog portrait, when you actually put it inside Discord and using the Imagine tab and creating your image, it never looks the exact same. So it will never be a situation where you feel like, oh man, I don't want to copy off of anybody else's concept or idea, because AI art is pulling from the internet. There is a sample version of everybody using something. So let's go ahead and take Addams Family Mortician Halloween mask styled by Angelica Houston, 3D stylized. Super dope. So let's say we're going to take that prompt here. We're going to go right into Midjourney. We're going to go into our direct messages feed, because we want to make sure that we only see our stuff, right? All right. You're going to click the / imagine. We're going to paste Addams Family Morticia Halloween mask styled for Angelica Houston. And let's say we want to change it from Morticia to, let's say we're going to change it to Wednesday Addams. I think Netflix show just came out where I was just watching it and stuff like that. It was super cool, super cool show. So this is a great way to be able to kind of just go through, get inspiration, and just probably figure out how you want to craft your prompts, so that way you can kind of let Midjourney know what you want to create. And just to let you guys know, we went to the 3 tabs here. We clicked copy and we clicked prompt. So just to kind of showcase what we did here, and this is something that you can do throughout. There's different ways to filter. You can select rising, stuff that's getting a lot of popularity, new stuff that people are just creating, and you could look at the top stuff that you may have liked already. So let me kind of show you how this came about. So as you can see, 4 different images of Wednesday Addams. They vary in different styles. But one thing I want to show you is, let me go back to the community feed here. Let's go back to the Morticia, just to kind of show you why you shouldn't fear using any other prompts that other people are using. You have this, and then you have this. I think maybe 4 is probably the most similar to this without the markings on the face, but you still don't have to worry about you copying a prompt doesn't mean you're going to actually copy anything verbatim, because everything is very much random. It's a different character, it's a different person, and Midjourney created a different style. So we're going to click upscale 4 on that, and we're going to use that as the image moving forward. So this is what we have. So this is the after, this is the before. All we did was click copy prompt. We put it into the Discord Midjourney bot, and we were to come up with this right here. So we copied the same prompt but got a completely different result. So feel no ways about copying any prompts, because it's gonna always look different. Okay, so let's talk about resizing images. By default, Midjourney makes your images square. So let's say we wanted to do a little bit more than that. Let's say we wanted to create something that had more of a landscape or a portrait type of vibe, similar to what you see here. This is something that I designed, has more of a portrait look, while something like this, like more of a portrait look. We have a lot of squares, but let's say we wanted to have something that's like landscape. Okay, let's click Baby Yoda here. So this right here kind of fill the screen. So first thing we want to do is we want to get some type of inspiration. Start with the inspiration and get an idea of what we want to get. We're gonna go right into Discord, move myself right over here, go ahead, hit the / imagine prompts, and let's say we just wanted to kind of just make something creative. Let's say black girl standing next to a car in, let's say we want to say Brooklyn. Something that just completely just came out of my head, something I want to see, because hey, I'm a photographer. I always have certain things in my head that I want to see, and there you go. So from here, we are going to do something very unique. We're not going to just leave it there. We're going to do two things. We're going to hit -- we're going to click AR, we're going to hit space 3 ;2. We're going to click enter. What this does is it allows it's basically telling Midjourney, hey, we don't want to just have the square image. We want to have a landscape image. We want to make sure that it actually has the opportunity to be able to fill the screen. We can do the exact same thing with the standardized. I said black girl, but it's black man. Okay, so let's do the same thing. So let's say black girl standing next to a car in Brooklyn. We're gonna hit -- AR, and we're gonna do full screen size 16 by 9. I'm gonna click enter. So as you see, we have horizontal images, and you get a chance to see more of what's on the left and more of what's on the right side of them. And let's kind of compare that to if we were to just say, hey, we're going to copy that same prompt. We're going to leave the landscape out of it. Remember, imagine black man standing next to a black guy standing next to the car, and then a black girl standing next to the car in Brooklyn. And we're not going to actually have the extra code in there in terms of 3.2, and you kind of get a chance to see the differences. So as you see with the black girl standing next to the car, full horizontal image that we can upscale either one. Black man, upscale either one. I love that they put the hands in the pockets, because the hands on AI art is always terrible. So this allows it, to be really great. So as compared to the square images, so still get a good full screen, but it's not the same as, let's say I wanted to upload some of this stuff on YouTube, or I wanted to create a PowerPoint presentation. It'll be a whole lot harder to do this with a square image, which these are dope, and you can see like the whole shot, but it'll be nothing like basically seeing a great looking wide angle. But that's not where it stops. Let's say we wanted to go ahead and be like, you know what, I really like this look on number 2 here. Not only can we go ahead and upscale number 2, but we can actually modify what we see here. So we don't have to just say, oh man, I wish it was there, I wish we could do something with it, but we can't. What we want to do is want to click custom zoom. We have a 1:1 ratio. So let's go ahead and adjust that. Let's go ahead and go 3:2. This right here gives you the horizontal landscape type of look. Kind of changes resizes the image to reflect what you want to see. So currently right now we have the square look, and once Midjourney gets done with it, we can see more of the wide angle. Personally, I like to start with what I'm looking for in mind. I like to start with instead of kind of having Midjourney kind of remix it or modify what I already have, I kind of like to go in knowing what I want. So that way, if Midjourney doesn't create something that I like, then I can still have full control over it. And as you see, wide angle, you see more of the street. I don't think cars are usually on the sidewalk like that, but you see more of the angle to the left and to the right, and you don't have to worry about, oh man, I made it a square image, but I want to make it horizontal after the fact. You can always hit custom zoom to be able to do that, or you can simply kind of just start with what you're looking for. And from my experience, starting with what you're looking for doesn't make it that they're now making up things in other parts of the image, but they're creating it with it in mind. So always have a plan when you start. If you want to be like, hey, I want to create this stuff for a presentation, so I'm going to need it be landscape, I would say go in with that mind frame. So let's go ahead and do vertical images now. So let's go ahead and hit imagine. Let's say a grandmother standing next to a car. Do it reflective of what my grandmother would look like. A black grandmother standing next to a car. And let's say we want to make it vertical. We want to make it a portrait size. So what we're going to do is we are going to hit our dash AR spacebar, and we're going to click 9:16. Whoops, that's 19, 16. Or we're going to put that same prompt in. Black grandfather. And the reason why I say he's standing by a car, because it just adds an extra element to it. I love it. Standing next to a car in Brooklyn. And let's do dash AR space 2 semicolon 3, just to show you that no matter which code you use, it will still come up with the same thing, whether it's 2x3 or it's 9x16 or it's 3x2 or it's 16x9. These are standard landscape and portrait styles, so that way you can kind of get an idea of both ways to go about things. So as you see, we have portrait. These will be really good as far as like if you want to upload these as reels, upload these for TikTok, and it gives you a really dope look here. And we have the grandfathers here. Let's take a look. So yeah, grandfather, portrait, and we have landscape. And as we already show, if we wanted to kind of modify these, and if we wanted to go ahead and let's say we want to take U1, let's say, you know what, I liked it better square, I want to go ahead and go back to square, we can do that as well. Midjourney didn't always allow us to be able to do that, but fortunately they are. So let's say when it just simply click square, we have that as an option as well. You wanted to zoom out, see most of the image, 1.5, see most of the image. I would definitely experiment with these. What this is left, you see more of the left side, right, you see more of the right side, up, you see more of the sky, down, you may see more of their feet, just especially if they're cut off here. So, and just to kind of show you what it would look like square, this is portrait, this is portrait, and this is square. Looks like it's done. And you see the consistency in the image. So with the square look, you get more of the side streets, you get more of the kind of stoop that it's on, and you can always just simply you know, go back and forth. Midjourney didn't always allow us to do that, but shouts out to this version 5.2 that does allow us to do it. Yeah. All right, so next let's talk about Nige style in Midjourney. As you see right in front of me, I put in the prompt Travis Scott as the Joker, and it allowed me to be able to get a super dope anime comic book graphic style art type of look, something that would be completely different if I just had the regular Midjourney settings. So let's kind of rewind a little bit. What is Nige style? Nige mode is an anime specific model with a vast knowledge of anime styles and aesthetics. It is especially adept at creating dynamic and action-packed shots with excellent focus on characters and composition. Love this mode. This is something that you definitely want to have in your repertoire, and it really brings a lot of uniqueness to your creations. This right here is Angelina Jolie as the Joker. As you know, Midjourney gives us 4 images, probably 2 out of the 2 or 3 looks close to it. 4th just looks like I don't know what that got going on. I put Issa Rae as the Joker. I really like the different looks that it gives. It's very just eye-catching. That's I think that's the best word for it. The Incredible Hulk drinking tea. Notice how it's kind of going away from the realistic style of like hyper realistic images, and it's just doing more of a anime cartoonish type of style. Wolverine drinking tea. So this is a couple things that I created right before I started this video, so you could get an idea of what the Nige style is. So let's kind of go into how we actually change our settings to Nige style, because that's something you want to do. You want to hit the / settings, click enter. And right now it's in Nige mode. Most of you probably have it in the latest model of 5.2. So you just hit the selection mark, you scroll down to Nige model version 5. And as you can see, you still have the different settings that we've always had, and I definitely implore you guys to to experiment with stylized low, stylized medium, stylized high, very stylized. Right now we're in the default style of the Niji mode, so you kind of got a opportunity to be able to see what the default style looks like. So let's go ahead and I think I want to go ahead and go into the expressive style. So let's go into the expressive style, and we'll stick with Batman drinking a cup of tea. So we've changed to Niji mode version 5. We clicked expressive style, and we want to see what the difference is with Batman drinking tea with the default style versus the expressive style. So let's go ahead and click image, and let's do Batman drinking a cup of tea. Can click enter. And you know what? Let's see what the cutie style looks like, and we're gonna put that same image in. Batman drinking a cup of tea. Let's do the scenic style. Batman drinking a cup of tea. Oh, I see one that do not look like it's gonna be anything like what I'm looking for. Original style, I'm gonna assume that's the default style, but let's just go ahead and put that in there. Batman in a cup of tea. All right, perfect. So let's kind of see what the generator comes up with here. So the default style is Batman drinking a cup of tea. You have various levels of ones. I think I would go with number 2. It seems like the most kind of straightforward, but it's very recognizable, pretty straightforward. It has the Niji style, so that's the default style. So let's go with the expressive style. See what the expressive style looks like. Is this already rendered? Okay. I think. Okay. Expressive style is rendered. Okay, so we're gonna click this. This is the expressive style. This is really cool because it kind of really gives like a very sharp, very expressive. That's definitely what I would definitely define this. I think I like the top right here, even though the bottom right isn't bad because I like the smoke. Let's see, style expressive. Okay, that's what we just got on looking at. Okay, cute style. I think that was the third one. Okay, cute style. And look at that. That is very cute. So they made him kind of like a baby, almost, drinking the tea and stuff like that. I think if we put the prompt in a couple more times, we could definitely make that really cool. And just to let you guys know, you can click this right here to kind of give you 4 new images as well, just in case you're like, you know what, I'm not rocking with any of these. I want to do that again. So let's see what the third style. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our scenic style. So let's see what the scenic style. Ooh, I like this. Notice I didn't say in a coffee shop. I just said drinking tea. I didn't say in a coffee shop. I didn't say where it was. So with the scenic style, it kind of let you know, kind of just pick different places of where it was. So I'm pretty interested in knowing if I would have put in a coffee shop, would it define that just a lot more. But I like the fact that I didn't even have to say it, and it created different things. So he's at a table here. It's at nighttime here. He looks like he's in the snow here. I think I like that a whole lot more. But again, if I didn't like any of these images, I can go ahead and just re-roll it with this blue button here. Re-roll it here, and that would have been cool. So I think the last style was the original style. So the original style gives me a different vibe. I'm not sure how much I'm liking that, but depending on what you are inputting, it could definitely work. So Nige model, please use that. Use it in its default style, use it in its stylized high, use it in its stylized very high, and you're going to be able to create some really dope stuff. And I can't wait to see what you guys make. Feel free to comment below, let me know where I can follow you at to be able to view your creations as well. And this video was about Nige mode, so let me know how you're going to use it. Yeah, Journey continues to grow into new versions. A lot of times, you look at other content, older content, and you think like, man, I wish Midjourney version 5.2 was out when I was designing this image or that image. And you sometimes want to go back and remix content. Like, let's say you were someone liked the image and you wanted to be like, hey, do you have that? It's in square, but I want to have that in landscape, or I wish I could see more of the person's feet, or I wish I could see more of their arms or their side or their surrounding. Well, with Midjourney, you can definitely get that done. You can definitely do that. Just to kind of showcase a little bit of the content that I've created in Midjourney. I went through this whole thing as far as like creating like a model photo shoots, and this is kind of like an example of one, but as you see, it's in portrait. Now let's say I wanted to kind of make this my thumbnail, and I wanted to basically make it completely landscape. I can always go back into my older content, my older images, my older generations, and be able to access it to be able to modify it. So what you want to do is you want to go to your home page on midjourney.com, and you want to go to the image that you want to go to. You hit the three dots here and you click open in Discord. When you open in Discord, what it does is it takes you directly to that image. Sometimes we create a lot of images, we're doing a lot of work, we're creating a lot of stuff, and certain things kind of get lost. So that's how you are able to access it. I'm going to move that to the side here. So let's say I wanted to make a variation of this. All right, perfect. Clicking variation, we see all of the data here. I have AR 4x7 version 5.1. We're on 5.2 now, so we want to go ahead and update that here. AR space, I'm going to do 3x2. Perfect. Before we do that, we want to make sure we check our settings, because I think the last time I was in here I was doing Nige mode. So let's go ahead and check those settings before we hit enter. Go ahead. So we're in Nige mode right now, so let's go ahead and bring that to version 5.2 because we want a hyper photorealistic image. Okay, perfect. So we're going to go back into the tab here. We're going to go ahead and click enter, or submit rather. All right, perfect. So that should be our latest image that is being created right now. Let's go back to this tab. We're gonna bottom right, we're gonna click jump to present. It's gonna take you all the way into the last thing that you created. All right, perfect. Awesome. So it looks like we are done with the generation, and bam, we got landscape. So kind of show you what we had here before. And keep in mind, when it comes to Midjourney, a lot of times we think that we're stuck in kind of one way of design when we are actually have the capabilities of just being able to modify, remix our own creations. So we went from portrait mode here, went from portrait to 4 4 variations of the same style, the same essence, but we did it in landscape. So let's say I was really rocking with this one right here in the bottom right, or you know what, I'm gonna do top left. I think top left is pretty groovy. All of them are dope. First of all of them are dope. So we just click the variation tool for the older image that we had here. Open in, click to open in Discord. And because I made this in a later version, in a earlier version before 5.2, I needed to make a variation of this to be able to expand it. So this particular image I wasn't able to do, but I was able to create a something with the same style and the same essence, and I was able to do that inside Midjourney. But I can show you in the next video how to use this exact same image and be able to kind of expand it out. I think y'all know where I'm going with it, but make sure y'all check me out in the next video nonetheless. Yeah. Alright, so I know what you're thinking. What if I created this awesome, amazing image and I want that exact image, I want to be able to remix that. I want to make it horizontal. I want to make it vertical. I want to be able to change the aspect ratio of that particular image. Don't want to create no variances of it with the same style. I want to create that image. So I'm going to show you how to create this image, something that was made in a previous version of Midjourney, and be able to expand it out so that way you can see a good landscape, be able to see the left side and the right side. This is where the advanced tutorials come in at. What we want to do is we want to start off by right clicking, save into downloads, so that way it's saved on our computer. From there we want to open up Photoshop. 2024 has a new tool called, even if you're in 2023 or you're in the beta version, it has a new tool called generative fill. So what this allows us to do is allows us to be able to fill in through AI the parts that we want that may be missing. So let's go ahead and open this up here. I'm gonna click File, New. And because I know what aspect ratio I want, I'm going to click my orientation to that. I'm going to click 1920 by, you know what? Yep, 1920 by 1080. Perfect. So I want my image to be that size. So let's go ahead and File. I'm going to click Place Embedded. I'm going to go to our downloaded image. Bam, there she is right there. Snaps right there in the middle. Now you're probably gonna ask, okay, how do we fill in the left side and the right side? It's currently white right now. Like how do we do that? It's gonna be easy. Gonna click the marquee tool here. We're gonna select the area that we want to be filled in. We're gonna do a little bit of the image. And we're just going to click generative fill. We're not going to select anything else. We just simply click generative fill. It's going to ask you, what would you like to generate? We're just going to click generate. We're not going to overthink it. We're going to let the AI do its job there. So, and similar to Midjourney, it takes pretty quick, you know, depending on your camera, not your camera, but your computer speed. So this is what we got, and as you see, we have 3 different versions in which we could cycle through. We're going to do the other side as well. Whoops. You see how I'm not getting the whole image, I'm just getting just this part. Generate here. Perfect. Oh, it looks like I didn't get the whole side here, so let's go ahead and do that. Generate. But as you see, the right side is completely filled in. It's completely filled in. Not everything is as sharp as you would like it, but at the end of the day, I think it really does a really good job of filling in what is supposed to be there. So just to kind of show you guys where we started here and we ended up here. So I'm seeing that the hand, and just like with any AI tool, the hand is just a little bit left, leaves a little bit to be desired, and you can always kind of play around with it. Again, it's not going to be completely perfect, but I think it gets us at least 90% there. Generate a hand. Actual hand, because I don't know what that monstrosity is, and we made sure that we basically zoned in on the area, so we'll see what that does. But oh my gosh. okay not great, but if I wanted to go back in there and mess with it just a little bit more, then I could. Let's go hide the bar, and this is where we at. So we went from this or this to this right here. So I personally think it looks dope. It looks good. We can definitely do some more work on the hand. I probably mess around with it just a little bit more, so that way we could actually kind of use it. But just to give you guys an idea of how to use the generative fill in Photoshop, there's a beta version and there's a regular Photoshop version. If you currently have Photoshop version, trust me, using the tools that we have with AI with Photoshop will only make it just 10, 15, 20 times better, as you see here, so and just always remember that no matter what section of the photo you use, AI, the generative fill, will allow you to be able to have multiple versions of those things, so that way you can always kind of just, even if you want to just regenerate it again, you can. So it's a great tool. Adobe Photoshop Generative Fill. It's amazing. So make sure you use it with your AI images, depending on how what you want to use. Whether you want to make it more of the sky. If I wanted to showcase more of the ground, then I can do that as well. So it's just it's however you want to use it. It's yours for the taking. So till next video, y'all.